I'm Najmul Simab and you are watching Gateway Solution. In this video, I'm going to solve a simple array question given in LeetCode, and question goes like this: given an array nums of integer, return how many of them contain even number of digit. So here, most important thing is that this question is talking about number of digit, not element itself, number of digit. So the even digit element is in this question is this one 12 and this one only. So output should be 2. Now we will see the solution in detail. So first of all, we will take one example array. Let's take array as 23, and this array might this element might look like odd element, and obviously it is odd element, but number of digit here is 2, so number of digit is even. And another example, we will take 3, 3, 4, and another example as 1, and another 2, 4, 2, 9. So in this question we have even number of digit here, which is 1, and again we have here. So our output should be this 1 plus 1, which is 1 plus 1, which is 2, right? Output. So how we will approach toward this question? Hopefully you understood the question. And suppose array index has 0, 1, 2, and 3. Array has this index 0, 1, 2, 3. So the length of array will be what? It is going to be 4. So first of all, we have to concentrate on the fact that the question is asking about number of digit. So we have to, how we will find number of digits. Suppose in 23, how many digit? Visually it is we can say that it has 2 digit, 2 and 3. But how we will find that it has 2 digit? First of all, what we will do here, we will divide it by 10. So suppose when we will divide it by 10, what we will get? 2. And again we will divide it by 10, and we will get 0. So for reaching 0, how many times we divided this number? 2 times. So based on this, we will find number of digits. So here number of digit is 2 because we have divided it 2 times. We will use same approach to solve this question. Now what I will do here, take two variable, let's say variable name as count and temp, and initialize both with 0. And what I will do now, I will iterate over this array for 0 to n minus 1, in this case 0 to 3, we will iterate. And first of all, what we will do, we will set a while loop, and in while loop we will check if, let's say this array name is nums, and in given question also the array name is nums only. So what we will do, while nums of I greater than 0, we will run this loop. Same in same here we have done same. We will we are checking that till this number is greater than 0, we are dividing it. So while nums of I greater than 0, we will run this loop, and inside this loop we will increment temp, and we are going to update nums every time. Nums of I equal to nums of I by 10, right? And when nums of I become 0, control will come out of this loop, and after that we will check if, and every time we are incrementing temp means every time we are counting. When we are dividing, we are counting that we are counting it like 1, and this become 2, and we are storing that count into temp variable. So here what we will check, if temp modulo 2 means temp, if we divide temp by 2, if remainder is 0, then we will do what? We will increment count simply. And we have to remember one thing, that a temp will get the value of 2, and after doing all these steps, what we have to do, we have to reset temp to 0 for next step, so that in next step again temp value will 0, and we will be able to count number of digit correctly. So after doing this whole step, what we are going to return count, of course. Now we will check what's happening in this whole program step by step. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take index and count variable and temp. When we are at index 0, so at index 0, what will happen? Nums of I is greater than 0. Is 23 greater than 0? Correct, it's greater than 0. So our temp value will become 1, and after that nums of I will get updated. Nums of I will become nums of I by 10, which is 23 by 10, and 23 by 10 is 2. So is 2 greater than 0? Yes, of course it is greater than 0. So temp will get again updated, and now its value is 2. And after that nums of I become 2 by 10, and 2 by 10 is 0, and now nums of I is 0. So the control will come out of this loop, and this condition will run if temp modulus 2 equal to 0. Here we have temp as 2 modulus 2 equal to 0. Is it correct? Yes, it is correct. So count value will become 1. And after doing this whole step, what will happen? Again temp will set to 0. And after getting our count, again temp will set to 0. This will set to 0. Now in next step we have 1, index as 1. At index what is the value? 3, 3 and 4. Means our temp is going to be 3. And is 3 divided by is 3 modulus 2 equal to 0? No. So this step will not run. So again count is only 1, and this 3 again become 0. And in third step, what is the value? At index 2, what is the value? 1. And is 1 greater than 0? Yes. So temp value become 1. And after that this loop will break. And is 1 modulus 2 equal to 0? No. So our this loop, this condition will not run. And again temp will get, again count will be remain same, and temp will get 0 again. And at third index what will happen? Temp will become 4, since there is 4 digit, and this loop will run 4 times. So temp value become 4. And is 4 modulus 2 equal to 0? Yes. So count will get incremented, and again temp will set to 0. And this time we are at index 3, and our this for loop will break, and we will come out of this loop, and we are going to return count. So our output will be 2. So now we will see same thing in code. See something in code, and let's bring it here. Now at first we will take two variable, int count, which will be 0, and temp, which will also be 0. And after that we will iterate over this using for each or for loop, whatever you prefer. Int I equal to 0 and I less than nums dot length and I plus plus. So inside this I will give a while loop while nums of I is greater than 0 for checking number of digits. And inside this what I will do here, temp plus plus and update the value of nums as we have understood earlier, nums of I by 10 to count the number of digit one by one. And after that what we are going to do, we are going to check if number of digit is even or not. Temp modulo 2 equal to 0. Then what we are going to do, we are going to increment count. And after this whole thing, what we are going to do, reset temp value, so that we will be able to count number of digit again for next index. And after doing this whole thing, we are going to return count. And hopefully this program will run perfect. Submit. It's saying submission failed. Let me see my network. Okay, it's fine. What is the problem here? Expected output code is running. Now I will submit once again. I will try. There is some server issue. Yeah, it's get accepted. So this is the code, and this is a simple question. Consider sharing and subscribing. Bye bye. Thank you.